Good morning, everybody. It is very early, just after 7 here, and it's another weigh-in Wednesday. So I'll be getting to that today without forgetting this time. And we're in for another really rainy day. We are actually under a flood advisory today. The storm is fast approaching. It's been kind of hanging out over the Gulf all night. And I'm going down to the park to get in some exercise while I can. I got my crappy shoes on because it's probably going to be really muddy, but I'd rather do a few miles of at least walking today than do a ride on the bike just to mix it up. And now I get to see if the reset of the car computer made any difference. Doubt it, but we'll see. So let's get to that. Oh yeah, I'm kind of dead tired. That's why I really don't feel like jogging, because I was up all night again. But I finished my main website, bgpictures.com. If you want to see how I make a living, check that out. I did a lot of work on that. All new portfolios. I got to go back and redo some of the blog posts just because I totally changed how the images come up. So, a little bit of work there to do. But the guts, all ready to go. And I think I proofread it enough, although it was kind of middle of the night, so there's probably a couple in there I missed. Anyway, let's check out this car. Nope, didn't work. That's alright, I didn't expect it to. So I will try the valve cover gasket replacement first, since I already have the parts. It won't cost me anything. Then I will order a fuel pump if that doesn't, or not a fuel pump, a fuel filter if that doesn't do anything. On to the park. Well, knock on wood, either the computer has adapted and fixed itself, or it just doesn't do it when it's warmed up. Because I'm at the park now, a few miles away from the last update. I'm doing like 5 miles an hour, so I'm going to... Okay, now it's in third. I'm going to floor it. And before it would do every single time doing this under load. So we're at like 900 RPM. I'll give it wide open. I'm not going to go anywhere because I'm in third. See if we hear anything. Nothing. We're not hot. I mean, we're fully warmed up, but we're not hot. Let's try it again. Alright, we're at 500 RPM, just about to stall. Give it wide open. Nothing. I don't know. I'll see how it acts coming out of the park when it cools down a little bit. And I'm kind of hoping it does it, because it's really bugging me now. I know the computer does take a little time to learn, though, so, I mean, it's possible that it just needed to be recalibrated. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm about to park. It is nice out here this morning. It's actually not too muggy because the sun hasn't been up yet. It's somewhere over the horizon, but completely overcast right now, so that's good. But it's definitely going to rain. It's going to start in the next few hours. I looked at the radar, and it's a big front coming in. But we need it. We could use rain for months and still be in a drought. Luckily, the paths here aren't too bad. But I haven't gotten to the backwoods part yet. Man, the car is bugging me. It bothers me more when stuff goes away unexpectedly than when it appears. I don't know. I don't like that it's just not doing it on demand all of a sudden. I'll tell you, one thing I need to do is lubricate my pulleys and maybe put on some belt dressing. It sounds really squeaky lately. Whew. But, it's an older car. Seems hard to believe it's a 2005. Still looks brand new. And, it's only got 72,000 miles, so I guess that's not too bad for an 05. Luckily, I still love it. I'm the kind that keeps a car until it's just about dead. Or is actually dead, in the case of one of them. First one. Whew. Anyway, let's get these miles done. God, I am walking through all these cobwebs. Yes, I am the first one through here again. Forgot about that. Oh, I forgot that I recorded some stuff last night after I had uploaded yesterday's video. Stuff happened. And I guess I'll piece that in after I get home from the park here. But just got me to thinking about stuff. And sorry, I'm kind of losing track here because I'm going over some big roots. Don't need to slip and fall again. I was going to say that I don't even care what the scale says today. I have a feeling it'll be down a little in the right direction, but even if it's the same, I am still losing inches, and I know this because of the way all of my clothes are now fitting. And luckily, birthday cards are starting to come in now, and I have a little fund going for some new clothes. I can use those. But some things that I'm noticing, like yesterday, you know, the jeans, that was really obvious because I only wore those once the last month at the last meeting I went to for this organization. So it was obvious. But now I'm noticing things like these workout shorts that I got, 2.5 months ago from Walmart. And they're noticeably baggy now, where I have to really cinch them just to keep them up. They feel like they're at least a size, maybe too big. So I need to get some more of those. And like this shirt here, I mean, this has always been baggy on me, but not, fold around 2 sizes baggy. And what's really noticeable, guys, you'll appreciate this, freaking drawers, at least a size too big now. So you notice, guys, if they're not the right size and they just feel weird. Well, that's how all of mine now feel. Weird. It sucks because the one job the wife has at home is laundry. She doesn't do it. So I have to have 3 weeks of the basics just because sometimes she'll wait 2 or 3 weeks to do it and I run out of stuff. So now I got to go buy 20 pairs of new drawers and then toss the old ones. That's not cheap, but it's better than walking around in baggy drawers. Whew. Yeah, it's getting muddy here. I'm into the real back section. Let me show you these trails through here. Now this is just slick, but I was walking over some water a little ways ago. This is like a concentric ring hiking park. You have a 1 mile loop, and then you can keep going up one side, down the other, and it makes 2, and then they have a 3, and then they have a 4. And I've done the 4. The first time I came here, actually, I did the 4 when I was scouting for some photography. And I spent a few hours because I was carrying all my gear and my tripod and everything. And I was walking slowly because I was looking at everything. That 4 miles is long when you're carrying gear around, and I didn't know exactly where I was. Trails are kind of marked. They have indicators at the intersections and these markers here to keep people on the trail. But that's about it. Now I know it like the back of my hand, obviously. Except for this morning when I got lost. Yeah, it's kind of funny. There's a bunch of little trails up at the beginning by the parking lot. And I don't know, when I was making that first clip coming in, somehow I got on the wrong trail. It's just weird. I didn't even know that one was there. I got to an intersection, I'm looking around going, where the hell am I? So I walked a ways till I found an intersection that I recognized. I realized how far off I was. I'm still not sure how I got there. I'll have to look it up on a map. But that was funny. At first I thought they moved a pavilion because it kind of looked like an area where there should have been something, but there's no way they would have done that in, what's it been, a week since I was here? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I just remembered what I was thinking about and wanted to say earlier when I was talking about the scale and losing weight. How the weight's coming off. This and this is what I want to lose and what really stands out to me. And everything's coming off evenly. So that's why it's really hard for me to tell, because I see myself every day and it's coming off everywhere. I mean, I'm getting comments all the time. Yesterday I saw a lot of people that hadn't seen in weeks or months, and everybody was like, oh my God, you lost weight. But proportionally I feel the same. So even though I know my waist is getting smaller, obviously, I still have the gut. It's smaller, but it's still proportionately the same size to my waist. So, it's kind of like frustrating. But at least I know I'm losing. Just wish you could tell your body to target areas. It seems like when I put on weight, it'll go to certain areas first. It doesn't go on even, but it comes off a lot different, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's funny. Ooh, look, a woodpecker, I think. What is that? It's huge. You never know what you're going to see in here. Anyway, man, he's like at least 14, maybe 16 inches top to bottom. Like a freaking crow. Yep, definitely a woodpecker. I was saying that I finally saw a biker through here. The bikes aren't allowed in here, but I've been walking and through here in the past and seen what had to have been bike tracks, and he just passed me. So he must be getting here, like me, crack of dawn. He might know the management or something. I actually do too. And coincidentally, later this month, I'm doing a big stylized shoot here because they have full banquet facilities. They actually have a big building. I'm kind of coming up on it. I guess I'll walk by and show you guys. But it's very underutilized. It's a county park or preserve, and there's a lot of rules to county parks, like as far as alcohol restrictions and outside caterers and vendors and things like that. But the new event manager is a friend of mine, and she's basically revamping it. So we're going to try to bring in weddings and parties and other things here, because there's room for a good 150 people in the main building. So you could have a very nice wedding reception, and there's a gazebo and everything outdoors, so as long as the weather's okay, you're all set for a nice, inexpensive setup. Because to rent this place is only like $1,500 for the day. Dirt cheap around Tampa, let me tell you. So, if you're into a nature setting for your wedding, here you are. But anyway, we're doing a big shoot here with a bunch of vendors. A stylized shoot is basically where a bunch of vendors get together and make a mock event, usually a wedding. And that way you can show, all the stuff that the vendors offer. The room decoration, food, invitations, place settings. Sometimes you have a bride and groom model. You can show dresses, jewelry, flowers, the whole works. But it allows you as much time as you need to then do the shoot and, get all the shots that you can want. So we're going to do 3, at least this is the plan so far, 3 mock-ups inside, so we could show how the room can be transformed at different budget levels. And we'll do a couple things outside. I want to do some before and after sunset. And around here with these trees, that's probably going to be like 2 hours before actual sunset. But yeah, it should be cool. So let's see. That's the way to the parking lot. And over here, it goes deeper into the little complex here. We've got some, like training centers, and this is the visitor information exhibit hall, as they call it. They do have a lot of school kids and whatnot coming through here, so they educate them about the wilderness and the wetlands and botany and all that good stuff. And it's cool at night. There's nothing down here except these lamps on the edges of the walkway, so it's pitch black except for these little splashes of light on the walkway. I like it. So here's the opening to the little outdoor area. And I've done a couple little personal shoots here. And this is a little covered gazebo. Well, it's not little, it would fit about 20 people. But we could fit anything we wanted in this clearing. Chairs and outdoor setup. And then this is the main indoor banquet hall. I don't know if it's open or not. Let's see. I doubt it. Oh, it is. Got a nice area here. This could be a good dance floor area. And out here you've got a nice screened in area for eating. And then you can see in here, nice big open room, and the roof. I wonder if this is open. No. Oh, the roof. See that black part on the roof? That's actually goes up another level, so it's all open glass over top. So there's beautiful light during the day. So there's plenty of room here. Anyway, that's what we're going to do here. So this whole place will be decked out and decorated, and we'll get it looking real nice, and hopefully sell some rentals. Alright, let's go back to the car. I'm real curious as to how it's going to run. I guess if it does it again after it's cooled off a bit, that at least tells me something, that it only does it when it's cold. Not sure off the top of my head what that would mean exactly, but it's at least another variable to nail down. What would do it if it's just cold? Wouldn't be the PCV valve. That wouldn't be affected. I guess a leaking valve cover gasket could be doing that if it's developed a breach. It would have to be very slight. It just seems very quick when it happens to be a vacuum leak, though. Wish I had a vacuum gauge on it. What else could it be? I really don't think it's electrical. I mean, even though it really feels like it is, it's just so sudden. It feels just like a misfire, like a plug misfire. It's just it's just instant. There's no hesitation before, there's no lag after, it's just pop, just a miss. I don't know. I had another supercharged car, Grand Prix, and it did something really similar. It was a lot worse though. When I had an exhaust leak, and the way that exhaust system was piped, half the engine bank went over the transaxle right next to the intake, and the leak happened to be right at one of those joints, so it was sucking in exhaust fumes. And it felt really similar to this, but that didn't have any bearing on hot or cold, and it got worse the more throttle you gave it. And this makes no difference. This little burp is exactly the same whether it's 5% throttle or 100. There's no difference. It happens or it doesn't. That's why I say it feels electrical, but at the same time, I can't think of what would be doing it. I mean, other than maybe if I have a really small crack in some wire insulation and I'm getting an arc to the engine or something, but I don't know. I don't think that would explain a heat difference either. Anyway, we'll see if it even does it. I'm coming up to the car here, the end of the walkway. So, if it doesn't do it at all, I guess I can chalk it up to the computer just needing to recalibrate over the first few miles driven. If it does it again, which I'm thinking it will, then it is connected to being hot or cold. And I will have to think about it some more. Let's see. Well, let's give it a go. I'm in third again, 10 miles an hour. Nothing. Let's try it again. Okay, third gear, full throttle. Ah, there it went. It's about 2,500 RPM. Alright, well, I'm going to get out on the main road. There's speed humps here, so I can't really do any better testing until I get out on the road. Try it one more time. Yeah. Right at 2,500 RPM again. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, see if it's RPM related too. Huh. Interesting. The plot thickens. Alright, home. Time for weigh-in Wednesday, and then a shower. And you know what? The more I think about this car, I just can't ignore my gut. My gut says plugs. Even though it's not showing a code, that is just what it feels like. I just can't stop thinking plugs. Worse when it's cold, gradually getting worse, very sudden, acting like it's electrical. You know, it just screams plugs to me. Maybe there's a crack in the insulator somewhere and it's just momentarily shorting. I don't know. But I'm going to order another set. Unfortunately, stores usually don't carry these, so I will have to wait a few days. But, you know, can't hurt to have an extra set. If nothing happens, I have my next set of plugs. You know, no big deal. It's no loss. And I guess I'll go ahead and order the fuel filter anyway. But if it fixes it, I'll keep the filter for another 25,000 miles or so and change it at about 100. That's what I was planning on doing. That's what most people on the mini forums say to do. But yeah. Oh, anyway, I'll throw in the clips of what I had to do last night up on the roof, and I did pull out the plugs so I could show you what those look like at least. So yeah, here's the clips, and then I'm going to go do weigh-in Wednesday. Well, the fun continues. I know this is, you're seeing it tomorrow, but this is filmed still today. I had a roof leak here about 3, maybe 4 years ago, and I know exactly where it is up on the roof, and we had some water coming in. It was dripping down the windowsill, so I was knocking holes to try to see where it was coming in. That wood there was all kind of rotted away, so it just kind of fell apart. But anyway, today we had a hard rain out. Just stopped a little while ago. That's why I haven't gone for a ride yet. Probably won't because the roads are still soaking wet, and now I got a job to do because it started leaking again. So now I got to get out with a ladder and grab my big bucket of roof tar and patch some holes. See what's up there. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Well, while I'm out here, I figured I'd take the plugs out and give them a little look-see. I don't really see anything unusual. Didn't really expect to. These are, I don't know, about maybe 5,000 miles old, if that. And I'm seeing pretty normal carbon deposits, no washing, no fouling. Everything pretty much looks okay. Nothing unusual, at least. So, just going to put them back in, and we'll keep hunting. I reconnected the battery so the ECU is reset, and we'll see how it runs. I'm not really thinking that's going to do it, but who knows? We'll see. Alright, onto the roof. Nice roof, huh? This is the jackass previous owner that tried to do his own work, and obviously paid off some inspector, or some inspector is just a piece of crap. Nice slope. It's about a half-inch of standing water around here. And along the edges here, you can see the big gaps that aren't sealed. This is spreading and sinking. I think that one there is, let's see, this one around there. It's letting some in. So it runs down the side of the wall, and then straight below me here is a transition between. This is the back room, and this is a covered porch outside, which isn't sloped either. All this tar I applied because all the seams leaked. It's just horrible. But I don't know, try to fix this up. Alright, well, let's see where we're at. I don't even remember what week we're on. Alright, 246. So yeah, we're down a few pounds from last week, so back on the right track at least. Portion control is working. Alright, see you guys tomorrow.